A lot of people I could have put him in front of.
For sure.
But I could be like, who?
Yeah. Oh God.
And you from here, Summerlee. Really calling it out.
Doing big stuff out.
My boy come out all the way back to Kendrick, man. Before he doing it up. Black Hippy reunion, man. Black Hippy reunion was cold, man.
I appreciated that a lot.
You hear me, man? You feel me? My boy J-Rock lit it up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. 2 Grammys.
Yeah.
I forgot, if y'all don't know, he has 2 Grammys. You know what I'm saying? J-Rock, we gonna let the record reflect. They was letting the record reflect up there. That's nothing to be called in Summer League either.
Yeah. No, not that part. That was the finals.
Yeah, I'm saying.
That was the finals.
He has 2 rings. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All that supporting cast. You know what I'm saying? He was the final MVP on one. Yeah. So, man, he did it up, man. Ab-Soul, it's great to see him out there. His lyrical ability is just top tier. You feel me? Like, and they was going back and forth doing them, you feel me? Because it's all about music and rapping with my boy Ab-Soul.
Hey, question, not to cut you off, but speaking of Ab-Soul, when he came out, Kendrick rapped this verse, but not a song with Ab-Soul. Ab-Soul he didn't have any verses last night, did he? I know he was just there. Off, shout out to him.
Correct.
I don't think he performed anything. Now that I think about it,
I'm glad you caught that. They were just rapping back and forth for that shit though. But it was cool that you
just for the moment. Yeah, we didn't have like a song himself.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure.
So I don't know what happened with that. I don't know what happened with that. The production. Yeah, you on stage,
right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know what happened with that song, the production, and what you would want to do and how. Yeah, and what you want to do. But Q came out. Yeah. And then I think when Q came out, I think that's when the energy just really erupted. You know what I'm saying? And it really started.
It felt like the family.
Here it go.
Yeah. Especially when collard greens
Kendrick come out and it was just like, Q came out and it was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. And he got a dope introduction out the stage with the light on him. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. He got his fair shine. It wasn't like just grouped in.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like blog era. Real cool shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell
yeah.
That was a moment. How'd you feel? Obviously, I mean, they all your homies, but having Q get up there and get his moment, get his walk on. And he had 2 songs. He got to, you know what I'm saying? Other niggas didn't.
I told him, I mean, because he's probably
the next biggest. So.
Well, I think Rock had 2 songs, though, too. Did he? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I think Rock had 2 songs.
Yeah.
But no, he's his stage presence too, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a well-seasoned artist as far as performance. Performance-wise, like,
right there.
That nigga, he's a nigga, bro.
He was getting it.
Like, he gonna get this crowd hyped. I'm talking about his festival performances, like his own shows, like, he's going on tour too, you feel me? He's doing like nice intimate shows and stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, he gonna get it going. Like, him and Kendrick on stage, like, is another level. Like, you know, so I told him too, like, God damn, like, even though I grew up with this nigga and I know this nigga, like, bruh, like,
still look at him.
Like,
you still gotta look at him with those flowers. Give him
I'm proud
flowers.
of you, like, nigga, damn, like, you was on stage, you was going crazy, but you was a bitch, you know what I mean? Like,
oh man,
you gotta give your homies your flowers for real.
For
That's
real,
shit like that,
like,
regardless how much you clown.
Hey, this shit could never be regular to me. Like, I can't. I could just waking up. Like, how do you just wake up and just like, all right, y'all, I'm finna go do this show real quick, and it's that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this shit can never be regular. Like, coming from Figueroa, like, man, that street is disgusting, homie. And just doing that, like, this nigga Figueroa, Compton, Carson, you know what I'm saying? The Watts.
All in one group on one stage back
again. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. And and then the highlight, you know what I'm saying? The highlights, DrDre don't never come out for nobody.
Never.
He ain't doing shit for nothing.
You ain't seen Dre since Super Bowl.
For sure.
Right, and we got DrDre in here. I'm looking, DrDre is out here. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Like, man,
this is ridiculous. The feeling he was just giving to everybody, even like famous motherfuckers like that.
Even the young people that went around with it.
He's like a unicorn, you know what I'm saying? You really see him pop out.
It's an aura. It's an aura that those people give off.
For sure. I think that's why I think Dr. Dre knew how iconic this moment was going to be for the West Coast, for the culture, for Cali. And then you understand, like, Dr. Dre was the one that obviously put Kendrick on. You know what I mean? So I feel
early.
like that alone right there, like it's like mandatory for him to
That
come
I
out.
had to be there, regardless
he had
of my
to be there.
relationship
Yeah.
over there.
And
Yeah,
I
for
think it
sure.
speaks volumes to Kendrick's artistry. You know what I mean? Because it's just like with somebody like Dre, I feel like he sits at home and is like, what's worth my time?
Yeah.
He
Like,
said
what's
that in
worth
an
my
interview.
energy? Yeah, like,
yeah.
I could show up for all these little Compton niggas. I could show up for all the West Coast niggas. But I feel like with Kendrick, it's like, this is special. This is important. Like, we got to make sure that we keep him elevated by supporting him and coming out for him. So that was crazy.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
What was really crazy is the fact that he had him introduced Not Like Us.
That was amazing.
Oh man,
10 out of
See,
10.
Yeah, people.
Bruh,
yeah.
that shit was so cold. And I'm like, that felt like, to me, like, I'm not going to necessarily say it all the way. Y'all ain't going to give me to say it, but that felt like the kill shot. Like,
yeah, for sure.
to have him, like,
Yeah.
about to leave off the stage, and this is Dr. Dre, he walked back like, hold on real quick. And then bent over, paused, and said it like that.
Nah, he said this.
Yeah.
This is what he said. You know what I'm saying? For Brett, he said, you know, I gotta have a moment of silence for this one. And I think the crowd thought it was gonna be something else. And
Yeah.
he just went, "Tss, I see that. Like, come on,
And then just
man.
walked off,
Come
bro.
on,
Like,
that
that,
right there
that was
just-
probably the kill shot. Like, to hear that was
amplified
like,
everything.
And that's why I said, as Drake, you gotta be sitting at
gotta sit-
home
you gotta
like, bro,
respect it.
niggas
That fool
is
is sick.
choosing sides.
That
Like,
fool,
it's
man.
happening.
Yeah, Dre
that fool
did.
is sick.
I feel like with Dre, it wasn't necessarily like a side choose. I feel like he's at the point now where it's like, we're not even looking at Dre as like
he can do what anybody
one
he
of us.
wants.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you kind of can't even pull that card
There's
with
certain
him,
legends that
Snoop.
that can play
you
both
can't
sides
really
of
do
the
that.
fence.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, at this
Fair to
point,
say.
I'm doing what I'm doing for my section. And whoever's putting on for my section, I'm going to make sure that I say what I have to say. But I know Drake was at home
yeah,
like,
he's
bro, it's
sick.
over.
Hey, y'all
It's
think he
over
watched
with.
it live?
Nah, he
God.
probably didn't get this
That
bullshit
nigga
about
probably had his
it.
little
I seen it.
champagne like these. Fuck.
I seen a tweet that said Adonis in the bathroom watching this shit on his iPad.
Hey, sneaking. Come on. Ran to the gym.
Bro, I think that's
If
the
I was him,
funniest
I would have
part.
watched it.
I would have watched it live
Oh,
too.
yeah, he had. You know, he had to.
He had
You know
to.
what
Are
I'm saying?
you letting your son watch your op? And you got one. So you can say
Oh,
this.
man.
If you walked in and you seen your son crouched over in the corner on his iPad and he looked over his shoulder
What would you do?
and he was watching your op.
They not like us.
You
They not like
hell
us.
nah, you snatching the
They
iPad,
not
you
like
frisbeeing it off the balcony.
Hell no, you ain't letting
You
that happen.
sitting him in the corner. You're not letting your son watch the ops,
Because
bro.
think about it. If
No.
we put one person in perspective, that's never
You feel what I'm
happened.
saying? Like, we don't even have to say it.
No, but I let my kids listen to that shit. They was going crazy to it. These kids are kids. They don't know what's going on.
He don't see
They gotta
it.
be
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
He don't know where we at with
Yeah, I
this.
don't
He
know.
gotta be
No.
op,
You see how he
That's what we
spun up
talking
the-
about.
You
Like,
talking about your op.
okay, if you was
Now, now.
Drake, if you were Drake and
Yes.
you had
Come
and you
on.
got Zayn, and he was at the crib and he was bumping, he was on his iPad, Not Like Us was playing while he was playing Minecraft.
What
You
you
gonna
gonna
let
tell
it-
your kid?
What if your son looked at you and said, "A minor"? What if your son looked at you and said, "You know what, Dad? Wop 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 wop."
Now fuck him up.
That is some white shit, huh?
Oh, man.
Cold.
Dad, you're a fucking pedo, dude.
You know what? Fuck
Because you
Dad.
can't miss it. Like
Don't
it's
make me call Kendrick Dad.
like
Hey, man.
it's the instrumental on the BET Award commercial.
That's gonna make it
Everybody
hard
ran out of breath. He was still saying that shit.
Oh
That
yes,
nigga
that was
said,
cold.
Yeah, he was like, you feel me? Like, come on.
That was a moment, man. See, that's the type of shit I wish I really was in the moment for.
Yeah, not once, not twice. He did like
That nigga
four,
dragged
times.
five times. He's like, come on,
This
man.
nigga's petty, bro.
But I knew
Petty
he was gonna
boots.
run it back when the beat didn't drop where it was supposed to the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I
he
knew
was
what
gonna
he
do
was
it.
doing immediately.
I
Like,
thought he was gonna go for 6.
Hell,
I thought he
break
was
the
gonna play
Niggas in
6
Paris record?
he's been playing off of 6 God. Everything is 6
Oh, that's true,
times.
that's true.
So I thought he was gonna play it 6 times, and I don't know if. Are we counting the last time that he
instrumental
played the
play?
instrumental
Yeah, I
when
was
he
about to
walked
say that,
off?
yeah.
Because if we are, I think that was 6.
That was-
No, it was
I don't
6.
know.
So we not playing. We ain't playing the instrumental. Ain't. Nope, you're right. So it was
So
6
that's
times.
6. He
Bro, how
played it
y'all
6
feel-
times. He's
he
really
performed it while y'all
methodical.
was-
This nigga
Yeah, he
is
really
a
played it
mad
6 times.
scientist. He's petty to his boots.
Mad
Even his
scientist.
boots physically, literally. Did you see the outfit?
yeah, shout out to Pac, 9-4 Pac
Come on,
Source
man.
Awards. He wore the fit. He wore a fit in honor of Tupac. The white T-shirt underneath the red hoodie with the red hat.
Hard, man.
And he had feelers on, but he wore the Nike Shox.
That boy came out in Nike Shox. I knew he was up to no good.
He wanted
and
to be
Dr.
comfortable.
Dre came out in the Black Forces, just so y'all know. If
did.
anybody was messed up and didn't see that, Dr. Dre was wearing Black Forces.
See, since we on the topic of Tupac, right? If I was Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? If I was in this kind of beef, I would be petty as shit. Y'all remember that footage where back in the day where Tupac was promoting Death Row East? He was like, y'all believe in God, well, believe in Death Row East, and they had the picket signs, shit like that. If I was Kendrick, I would have had all his homies come out with picket signs talking about OVOK, you feel me? Like all that shit, spray, dissing them, come out with a fake Drake, all the niggas packing them out, stomping them out.
The OVO out.
No, on some real shit, cause look, cause you already know that's some West Coast
But
shit.
that's not
God,
style.
if they would have whacked that nigga OVO
tell me
out.
though,
It would've been crazy.
Look, having a Drake dog, packing the Drake dog, all the niggas from every set, stomping the nigga
Big
out.
Al.
OVOK, tagging on the shit with picket signs.
Bruh.
He for sure not
But you know
fucking with
what? You're
Nah,
not
that would've been
wrong.
cold.
You're
Come
not
on, man. If we
wrong.
being petty, fuck it. Take
Because
it
Drake
back.
did that shit. You're not wrong.
Come
Because
on,
if you
man.
look at Drake's tour, remember he had the big Travis Scott and they shot
see, I
up
didn't
the
even know
Travis
that. That's
Scott
right. See,
thing.
come on,
No, but I think that was part of his show.
Right?
I think it's part of his show every night.
I don't give a
He
fuck
crushed-
what it is.
he
You're not
crushed the
finna
Massive
fake
event.
shoot a big head of me every night. I don't give a fuck if we
Yeah.
partners or
I don't
if
think
we
he shot it
fucking.
every night. I think it was just after
They
the beat.
went.
But that was
Yeah, I
that
think
one
I
clip
seen that.
after the beat. I don't think he did it on tour every night, but I ain't defending
Even
him.
if he
Fuck
did,
If you
one
did it
show.
once.
Even if he did one show.
Yeah, you know what
But
I'm saying?
regardless, I
You're
see
not
what you're
finna
saying.
fake
It's
it.
real summer jam,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
embarrass you.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah,
But
that
I
would've been hard.
think he
That's out.
already felt like he was in the grave to Kendrick's defense. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not his style. I
feel
think
you.
that's a little overly obsessive
I'm
on
just
it.
saying,
Man,
hypothetically,
6 times
that
in a
would've been
row
hard, homie.
is
That would've been hard.
pissing on the grave.
So
I
he
think
did
that was a cold way to
do
do
it
it.
6 times in a row, but we can't forget. You feel me? He did change the lyrics in Euphoria. He said, "Give me Tupac's ring back, or I might give you a little respect." See, and he said that, and everybody called him to that. Then we get your boy coming back talking about Summer League, and we took that big group picture. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say Summer League or whatever the case may be. But yeah, they still throwing shots. It's gonna be another shot too. He's not finished throwing shots.
At
No,
all.
that's not over. That's why when Top
He's not
tweeted
finished throwing
that it was
shots.
over, I'm like, I think that was just the calm after all the little shootings.
Well,
and shit
it's
happened.
over as far as back and forth records.
Now
that
we're
y'all
just gonna
finna
drop
hear.
one off.
Yeah.
Now we finna just keep hearing lyrics and
Yeah.
different little
Yeah.
subliminals
In the hit records.
for the rest of
Right.
our life. You know what I'm saying?
Forever.
Like we don't